Have you ever wondered why some women over 60 always look stylish while others seem stuck in the past? Today I'm going to tell you the 7 style mistakes that stylish women over 60 never make. And no, I'm not talking about wearing grandma clothes or dressing like a teenager. In fact, what I'm going to share are simple secrets that have completely transformed the wardrobes of my most stylish clients. Many women believe that they need to spend a fortune to look stylish in their adulthood. But the truth is that they're often just making these simple mistakes that I'm going to reveal today. If you're frustrated with your current look or simply want to feel more confident and modern, you need to know these secrets. And the most surprising thing, the first mistake on our list is something that almost all women over 60 are making without even realizing it. Let's find out together. Tip 1. Incorrect sizes are the #1 thing a stylish woman never wears after 60. It's very common to think that we need to hide our bodies in baggy, shapeless clothes after a certain age. Maybe you've gained weight over the years, or your body has simply changed, as happens naturally to all of us. The temptation is to buy increasingly larger pieces, thinking that this will disguise what we consider imperfections. This is one of the biggest mistakes we can make. When we wear clothes that are too large, the effect is exactly the opposite of what we want. Instead of making us look thinner or hiding what we don't like, oversized clothes end up making us look bigger, heavier, and frankly, more unkempt. On the other hand, clothes that are too tight are also not flattering and can cause unnecessary discomfort. The key is balance and perfect fit. A truly stylish woman after 60 takes the time to find the exact size that flatters her current body. This may mean trying on several different sizes of the same item until you find the perfect fit. It may seem like a lot of work, but the end result is well worth it. One practical tip is to take a sincere friend shopping or ask an experienced salesperson for their opinion. Another excellent strategy is to take accurate measurements of your current body and always consult them before buying, especially when shopping online. Remember, when a piece of clothing fits well, it automatically looks more expensive and sophisticated regardless of the price you paid. And most importantly, clothes that fit well give you confidence, improve your posture, and make you feel good about yourself. After all, true elegance begins with comfort and self-confidence. Tip 2. Outdated prints are the second item that stylish women avoid after 60. Many of us have in our closets those pieces with prints that were in style 20 or 30 years ago. Maybe they are those blouses with huge floral prints from the 90s, or those dresses with exaggerated geometric patterns that were trendy when you were younger. The problem is that these dated prints immediately give away your age and can make you look like you've stopped in time. This doesn't mean you have to abandon prints completely. On the contrary, well-chosen prints can be extremely stylish and add personality to your look. The key is to choose more contemporary prints in proportions appropriate for today's age. For example, instead of those big, flashy flowers, opt for smaller or more abstract florals. Classic prints like stripes, subtle polka dots, and simple geometric patterns are practically timeless and always stylish when well proportioned. A valuable tip is to look at store windows or current magazines to see which prints are in style, but don't blindly follow all the trends. Always choose what matches your personal style and body type. Another strategy is to use prints on smaller pieces, such as scarves, blouses, or skirts, combined with solid colored items to balance the look. A 67-year-old client of mine loved floral prints, but looked old in her old dresses. When I advised her to change to a silk blouse with a delicate floral in more contemporary colors, combined with straight-cut pants in a solid color, the transformation was impressive. People started to compliment her regularly, and she confessed to me that she felt decades younger and infinitely more confident. Remember, it's not the print itself that ages, but how outdated or disproportionate it is. Tip 3. Dull colors are the third thing stylish women banish from their wardrobes after 60. There's a persistent myth that mature women should only wear muted, neutral colors. Grays, beiges, dark browns, and blacks tend to dominate many wardrobes after a certain age. I totally get the appeal of these colors. They're easy to style, understated, and feel safe. But let's be honest, they can also be terribly boring and can even drain the vitality from your face. As we age, our skin naturally loses some of its radiance, and wearing only dull colors can accentuate this effect, making you look more tired and, yes, older. A truly stylish woman after 60 understands the power of color and isn't afraid to use it intelligently. That doesn't mean you have to dress like a walking rainbow. The key is to choose shades that complement your current skin, undertone, eyes, and hair. For example, if you have gray or white hair, colors like royal blue, emerald green, cherry red, or purple can create a beautiful contrast and instantly brighten your face. Even if you prefer a more understated look, adding just a pop of color through a scarf, a colorful necklace, or even a bright lipstick can make all the difference. A 72-year-old client of mine used to wear only black and gray because she thought it would make her look slimmer. When I convinced her to incorporate teal into a pretty blouse, she was shocked at how many compliments she received and how much brighter her eyes looked. The transformation in her self-confidence was immediate. Don't underestimate the psychological power of the right colors. They not only enhance your appearance, but they can actually lift your mood. I'm loving sharing these tips with you. If you're enjoying this content and want more style secrets that will transform your look after 60, don't forget to subscribe to the channel right now and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any of my upcoming videos with exclusive tips. And tell me in the comments, where are you watching this video from? I love knowing that I'm helping incredible women from all over the world. Now let's continue with more powerful tips that will revolutionize your style. Tip 4. Old-fashioned accessories are the fourth item stylish women avoid after 60. We often don't realize how our accessories can completely date our appearance. That necklace and earrings set you bought 25 years ago may have been an investment at the time, but it probably looks dated today. Accessories have the incredible power to instantly update or age any look. Think about those perfectly round, even pearl necklaces, the oversized brooches with colorful stones, or the oversized glasses with oversized frames that were popular decades ago. These items carry a strong sense of time and can make you look stuck in another era. A stylish woman after 60 understands that accessories are like punctuation in a sentence. They add emphasis and meaning to an outfit without dominating the conversation. The key is to choose pieces that are more contemporary, even if they are classic in essence. For example, instead of the traditional matching jewelry set, try mixing pieces from different styles that speak to each other. A pearl necklace can still be elegant, but opt for models with a more modern design, different lengths, or pearls of varying sizes. Smaller or minimalist earrings tend to be more modern and sophisticated than large, shiny pieces. As for glasses, invest in modern frames that complement your face shape. They're worn close to the eyes and can have a huge impact on your appearance. A client of mine had several expensive sets of jewelry that her husband had given her over the years. She was reluctant to stop wearing them because of their sentimental value. I suggested that she take a few pieces to a jeweler to have them updated, keeping the original stones but in more contemporary settings. The result was amazing. She kept the sentimental value of the jewelry, but now they make her look modern and up to date. Remember, the best accessories are those that complement your look today, not those that bear witness to your past. Tip 5. Outdated makeup is the fifth mistake stylish women never make after 60. As we age, our skin changes dramatically. It becomes thinner, drier, and we develop expression lines that tell our story. However, many women continue to use the same makeup techniques and products they used in their 30s and 40s. This approach rarely works and can actually age them even more. The most common mistake is using too much heavy foundation and powder in an attempt to cover wrinkles or blemishes. Unfortunately, heavy products tend to settle into expression lines, accentuating them rather than disguising them. Another common mistake is applying eyeshadow that is too shimmery or too dark in color, which can make the eyes look droopy, or using too strong black eyeliner, which can look harsh on more mature skin. A truly stylish woman after 60 adapts her makeup to the new reality of her skin. She understands that less is more, and that the goal now is to look fresh and luminous, not completely transformed. A light, moisturizing foundation, perhaps a CC cream with sun protection, applied thinly, can provide adequate coverage without looking heavy. For the eyes, neutral eyeshadow shades like light brown, beige, or peach are much more flattering than dark or bright colors. A smoky brown eyeliner instead of a bold black can define the eyes in a softer, more natural way. A blush in a rosy or peachy hue applied to the highest point of the cheekbones can bring life and youth to the face. And never underestimate the power of a good lipstick in a flattering shade. It can instantly brighten up the entire face. I had a 65-year-old client who had worn cherry red lipstick since she was young, but over time, it began to bleed into the lines around her mouth. When I helped her find a softer shade of creamy coral with a clear lip liner to prevent bleeding, she couldn't believe the difference. Suddenly her lips looked fuller and her smile brighter. Remember, the best makeup after 60 is one that enhances your current natural beauty, not one that tries to recapture your appearance from 30 years ago. Tip 6. Unstyled hair is the sixth thing that truly stylish women avoid after 60. It's a time in life when many women simply give up on having a trendy haircut, opting for practical but boring solutions, like that identical shortcut that looks like a helmet, or letting their hair grow out in a shapeless bun. I totally understand the practicality of these choices, especially as your hair starts to thin or its texture changes with gray hair. However, few things can age you as much as a dated or unstyled haircut. A stylish woman after 60 recognizes that her hair is literally her face frame and deserves the same attention she gives to the rest of her appearance. That doesn't mean you need to get an ultra-youthful cut or spend hours getting ready every morning. The key is to find a style that works with your current hair type, face shape, and lifestyle. But that has a contemporary twist. For example, a softly layered bob can be much more flattering than a short, blunt cut. Soft layers can add volume to fine hair and movement to the overall look. As for color, embracing gray or white hair can be incredibly stylish as long as it's well maintained to avoid brassiness. If you're going for color, softer, more multi-dimensional hues tend to be more natural and flattering than flat, dark colors that contrast harshly with mature skin. One of my favorite transformations was on a 68-year-old client who had the same pixie cut, ultra short for decades. When I convinced her to grow it out a bit and add some soft layers around her face, as well as incorporate highlights in shades of gray and silver to complement her natural gray, the difference was astonishing. She looked decades younger, not because she was trying to look like a girl, but because she finally had a modern look that flattered her mature features. Remember, it's not the length or color that determines whether your hair is age appropriate, but whether it reflects who you are today and has been carefully thought out. Tip 7. Uncomfortable shoes are the seventh and final item that stylish women never wear after 60. This is perhaps the most important of all our points. As we age, our feet undergo significant changes. Arches can collapse, we develop bunions, we lose fat in the soles, and conditions like arthritis can affect our mobility. Despite this, many women continue to squeeze into uncomfortable shoes out of habit, or because they believe that comfortable shoes are necessarily ugly. Nothing could be further from the truth these days. A truly stylish woman over 60 understands that elegance begins with comfort and confidence. When we are in pain, it immediately shows in our posture, our facial expressions, and even the way we move. No shoe, no matter how beautiful, is worth compromising your mobility or your health. The good news is that we live in a wonderful time for comfortable, stylish footwear. Specialty brands are now creating beautiful options with features like cushioned insoles, arch support, and flexible materials without sacrificing style. Low, thick heels provide stability without looking orthopedic. Well-designed flats can be extremely stylish and appropriate for almost any occasion when made from quality materials. A 73-year-old client of mine was absolutely addicted to high-heeled shoes, despite constant pain and even occasional falls. When I finally convinced her to try a few pairs of modern designer shoes with block mid-heels and comfortable insoles, she was initially reluctant, fearing that she would look old. After the first week of wearing them, she called me excitedly to say that she had not only received countless compliments, but had also rediscovered the joy of walking for hours without pain. She realized that her high heels, far from rejuvenating her, were actually aging her by causing her to slouch and walk unsteadily. Remember, a truly stylish shoe is one that allows you to move with grace and confidence without ever betraying any discomfort. We've come to the end of our 7 things a stylish woman never wears after 60, and I hope you've noticed a consistent theme throughout. True elegance isn't about following rigid rules or trying to look younger at all costs. It's about honoring who you are today, with all the wisdom and beauty that the years have brought you. Being stylish after 60 means making conscious choices that reflect the woman you've become, not the woman you were decades ago. It means prioritizing comfort and confidence without ever confusing them with sloppiness or conformity. Perhaps the biggest secret of all is this: the most elegant women I know are the ones who look at themselves in the mirror with kindness and love, who celebrate each wrinkle as a mark of laughter and experience, and who understand that style isn't about perfection, but about authenticity. If you eliminate these 7 things from your wardrobe, wrong sizes, outdated prints, dull colors, dated accessories, outdated makeup, unstyled hair, and uncomfortable shoes, you'll be taking a huge step toward a look that truly reflects the amazing woman you are. So, which of these tips will you implement into your look first? I want to see your transformations and hear your stories in the comments below. And remember, you're not getting old, you're getting powerful.